Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Podcast Zone. This is episode 29, and today we are going to the library. Yes, the library, a very special place for learning, reading, studying, and exploring knowledge. If you are learning English, this episode is going to be super useful for you because we will use a lot of everyday vocabulary about books, reading, asking for help, and finding things in the library.
Hi, Emma. Hello, listeners. I'm so happy to be here today. I love libraries. They are quiet, peaceful, and full of stories. When I was a child, I used to go to the library almost every weekend with my parents. I remember walking between tall shelves full of books and feeling like I was inside a magical world.
That's beautiful, David. I also have good memories of libraries. For me, the library was not only a place to read books, but also a place to meet friends, to study, and even to relax. So, in today's podcast, we will create a conversation where two people, let's call them Anna and Mark, go to a library together. We will listen to how they talk, what questions they ask, how they borrow books, and how they enjoy the atmosphere.
Exactly. And listeners, remember, as we speak, we will explain the important words and phrases. If something is new for you, don't worry. We will repeat slowly and give examples so you can really understand and use this vocabulary in your own conversations.
Emma, narrating. Okay, let's imagine. Anna and Mark are friends. They decide to go to the city library together.
Anna, wow, Mark, look at this building. The library is so big.
Yes, Anna, it's huge. I like the tall glass windows. The design looks modern, but also very welcoming.
I agree. And look, the entrance doors are automatic. They open when you walk close to them.
That's right. Automatic doors are very common in public buildings like libraries, supermarkets, and airports. They make it easy for people to go in and out, especially if they are carrying books or bags. David, explaining.
Here we hear the word automatic doors. Automatic means something works by itself without needing to be touched or pushed. For example, an automatic car, automatic lights, or automatic machines.
Yes, and entrance means the place where you go in. So the entrance doors are the doors at the front of the building where people enter.
Wow, it's so quiet inside.
Yes, libraries are usually quiet because people are reading and studying. That's why we must speak softly.
Oh, I see. Speak softly means to talk in a low voice, not loud. Like this. Whisper, "Hello, Mark."
Exactly, that's a good example.
David, explaining. So here we learn, in the library, people usually whisper or talk very quietly. The word whisper means to speak in a very soft voice.
Yes, and another common phrase is, please be quiet. You might see a sign in the library that says, silence, please. It's a polite reminder.
Anna, where should we go first?
I think we should go to the reception desk. We can ask the librarian how to get a library card.
Good idea. Excuse me, ma'am. Can you help us?
Of course. Welcome to the city library. Are you visiting for the first time?
Yes, it's our first time here. We would like to get a library card.
No problem. Please fill out this form with your name, address, and phone number. Do you also have an ID card with you?
Yes, I have my ID card right here.
And I have mine too. Great. Once you fill out the form, I will make your library cards. With the card, you can borrow up to 5 books at a time, and you can keep them for 3 weeks.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. David, explaining. Let's pause here and explain. The reception desk is the front desk in a library, hotel, or office where people go to ask questions. The librarian is the person who works in the library. And a library card is a small card, like a bank card, that allows you to borrow books.
Yes, and here we also learned the phrase, fill out a form. It means to write your information on a paper or on a computer form. For example, your name, phone number, email address, and so on. Welcome back, dear listeners. We are still at the library with our friends, Anna and Mark. And the last part, they got their library cards and spoke to the librarian. Now, they're ready to explore the library. Let's follow them.
Anna, look, this sign says fiction. What does fiction mean?
Good question, Anna. Fiction means stories that are not real. They are imaginary, created by writers. For example, fairy tales, adventure novels, mystery stories, and science fiction.
Oh, I see. So if I read a book about a detective solving a crime, that's fiction.
Exactly. It's a made-up story. Even if it feels realistic, it's not true. It's the author's imagination.
Let's pause here. The word fiction is very common in libraries. It simply means imaginary stories. Examples, Harry Potter, Sherlock Holmes, The Lord of the Rings. All of these are fiction.
Yes, and the opposite of fiction is nonfiction. We'll see that section soon. Nonfiction means real stories, facts, and information about the world.
Wow, so many novels here. Some are very thick.
Yes, some novels are long, with hundreds of pages. The word novel means a long storybook. Shorter ones are called short stories.
I think I will borrow a novel. Maybe a romance story.
That sounds nice.
And here's the nonfiction section. What kind of books are these?
These are books about real life. For example, history, science, travel guides, biographies.
What's a biography?
A biography is the story of a person's life. For example, the life of Nelson Mandela, or the story of Malala Yousafzai. These are biographies.
Great. So remember, fiction equals imaginary stories. Nonfiction equals true information and real events.
And biography equals a book about someone's life. If a person writes their own life story, it's called an autobiography.
I'm reading titles. Here's a book called A Short History of the World. Wow, that looks interesting.
Yes, nonfiction books are very good for learning facts.
Oh, look, Mark. This part of the library is colorful. There are small chairs and tables.
Yes, this is the children's section. It has books for kids, picture books, story books, and early readers.
Oh, so cute. Look at this book, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. I remember reading it when I was little.
Yes, that's a famous children's book.
In many libraries, the children's section is designed to be bright and friendly. There are often colorful carpets, toys, or bean bags where kids can sit and read.
And the books are usually simple with big letters and many pictures. Great for learning basic English words, too.
Mark, what's that area over there? It looks different.
That's the study area. People sit there to do homework, read, or research. You can bring your own books or use the library's books.
And I see some computers, too. Are they free to use?
Yes, usually libraries have public computers. You can use them to search for books, check the internet, or even print documents.
Oh, so if I need to write something or check my email, I can use the library computer.
Exactly. Some libraries also have printers and photocopiers.
So here we learn study area equals a quiet place with desks and chairs for studying. Public computers equals computers available for everyone. Photocopier equals a machine that makes paper copies.
Anna, to the librarian. Excuse me, could you help me?
Of course. What are you looking for?
I want to find English novels for beginners. Where can I find them?
They are on the second floor in the language learning section.
Thank you very much.
And I'm looking for books about history. History books are in the nonfiction section, aisle 5. Great, thanks a lot. Disclaimer. Notice how Anna and Mark asked politely, "Excuse me, could you help me?" This is a very useful sentence. You can use it anywhere, not just in a library.
Yes, and the word aisle means a path between shelves. So aisle 5 means the 5th row of shelves. Okay, Mark, I found my novel. Are you ready to borrow your history book?
Yes, let's go to the circulation desk.
Circulation desk. What does that mean?
That's the place where you borrow and return books.
The librarian there scans your library card and your books.
Oh, I see. So circulation desk equals borrowing and returning desk.
Exactly.
Anna to the librarian. Hello, I'd like to borrow this book, please.
Sure. May I see your library card?
Yes, here it is.
Thank you. You can keep the book for 3 weeks. Please return it on time.
Of course. Thank you very much.
And I would like to borrow this history book.
No problem. Here you go. Enjoy reading.
That was wonderful, Mark. I am so excited to read my novel.
Me too. I love libraries. They give us knowledge for free.
Yes, and it's such a peaceful place.
Next time we should come here to study together.
Great idea. So listeners, we have followed Anna and Mark through the library. They visited the fiction and nonfiction sections, the children's corner, the study area, and the computer section. They asked the librarian for help, and finally, they borrowed their books.
Yes, and along the way, we learned many new words. Fiction, nonfiction, biography, autobiography, study area, public computers, photocopier, aisle, and circulation desk.
Exactly. Practice these words, and next time you visit a library, try to using them in real life.
Welcome back, listeners. In the last part, Anna and Mark borrowed their books. Now they decide to sit down in the study area of the library. They are going to talk about reading, studying, and how to use the library well. Let's listen.
Anna, I'm glad we came here today. The library feels so calm.
Yes, it's very peaceful. I think that's why people like studying here. At home, sometimes it's noisy. TV, phone calls, neighbors. But in the library, everyone respects the silence.
That's true. Silence helps me focus. When it's quiet, my brain can concentrate better.
Exactly. That's why the library has rules about being quiet.
Yes, I saw a sign that said, "Please keep silent."
Right. It's one of the most important library rules.
Here, we hear 2 useful words, focus and concentrate. They mean to pay full attention to one thing. For example, I can't focus when the TV is loud. Or, I need silence to concentrate on my homework.
And also remember, the phrase keep silent means stay quiet. You can also say, be quiet, please. Mark, how often do you read books?
I try to read every day, even if it's just 15 minutes before bed. Reading is like exercise for the mind.
I agree. I usually read in the evening too, but sometimes I get sleepy.
That happens to me too. Reading in bed makes me sleepy. That's why I like reading here in the library during the day. The chairs and tables are perfect.
Yes, the furniture here is comfortable, but not too soft. If the chair is too soft, I fall asleep.
Exactly. And another habit I have is carrying a small notebook with me. When I read, I write down new words.
Oh, that's a smart idea. Then you can remember the vocabulary later.
Yes, and sometimes I try to use those new words in conversation.
Here, we learn some useful expressions. How often do you? This question asks about frequency. Example, how often do you go to the gym? Reading is like exercise for the mind. This is a metaphor. It means reading makes your brain stronger, just like exercise makes your body stronger. Notebook, a small book for writing notes.
Yes, and notice how Mark said, I write down new words. The phrase write down means to record something on paper. Very useful in learning.
Anna, Mark, since we're here in the library, can you share some of your study tips?
Sure. One of my tips is, don't study for too long without breaks. For example, study for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. This method is called the Pomodoro technique.
Oh, interesting. So you study in short sessions.
Yes, it helps me stay fresh and not get bored.
That's a good idea. My study tip is to use different materials, not only books, but also podcasts, videos, and practice exercises.
I agree. Variety keeps learning fun.
And another thing, I like to sit near a window. Natural light makes me feel more energetic.
Yes, lighting is important.
So here we got some study vocabulary. Take a break. Rest for a short time. Session. A period of time spent doing something, like a study session or a gym session. Variety. Using different kinds of things, not just one.
And natural light means light from the sun, not from a lamp. Many people feel more awake with natural light. Anna, Mark, earlier you mentioned library rules. Besides keeping quiet, what other rules are common?
Good question. Some common rules are: don't eat or drink inside the library, don't use your phone loudly, return books on time, handle books carefully, don't tear pages or write inside books.
Yes, I saw a sign that said no food or drinks allowed.
Exactly. Food and drinks can damage the books.
And returning books on time is very important. Otherwise, you may have to pay a fine.
That's right. A fine is money you pay as a penalty.
So let's repeat. Fine means money you must pay for breaking a rule. Example, I returned my book late, so I paid a fine.
Yes, and also, don't write inside books. Some people make notes in the margins, but in a library book, that's not allowed.
Anna, what kind of books do you like to read the most?
I enjoy history books, as you know, but I also love science fiction.
Science fiction? What's that?
It's a type of fiction that imagines the future, space travel, robots, or new technologies. For example, stories about life on other planets.
Oh, like Star Wars.
Exactly. That's science fiction.
I prefer romance novels, stories about love and relationships.
That's nice. Romance novels are very popular.
Here, we see the word genre, meaning a type or category of books, music, or movies. For example, romance, science fiction, mystery, fantasy, biography.
Yes, and notice how I asked Anna, what kind of books do you read? You can also ask someone, what's your favorite genre of book?
Anna, I feel like today we learned so much about the library.
Yes, me too. Libraries are not only for borrowing books, but also for studying, using computers, and even attending events.
Oh, yes. Some libraries have events like storytelling, workshops, or book clubs.
Exactly. It's a place for community learning.
So, listeners, today Anna and Mark shared their reading habits, study tips, and library rules. They also talked about different genres of books.
Yes, and the key takeaway is libraries are full of opportunities. You can borrow books, improve your English, and enjoy a peaceful study environment.
Beautifully said, David. Welcome back, everyone. So far, Anna and Mark have enjoyed their visit to the library. Now they sit together and start a longer conversation, not just about this library, but about libraries around the world, different types of books, and the future of reading. Let's listen.
Anna, do you think libraries are the same in every country?
Good question. I don't think so. Some things are the same, like books, silence, and borrowing, but the design and services can be different.
Yes, I remember when I visited Japan, the library was very modern. It had self-checkout machines where you scan your own books.
Wow, that's cool. In my country, the library was smaller, more traditional. You had to give your book to the librarian to borrow it. No machines.
I see. And in some countries, libraries are very big, like palaces. I saw pictures of the Library of Congress in the United States. It looks amazing with tall ceilings and beautiful decorations.
Yes. And the British Library in London is also huge. It has millions of books and even old manuscripts.
Here we hear two new words, self-checkout machine and manuscript. Self-checkout machine is a machine where you scan items yourself without a cashier. Some libraries use them for borrowing books. Manuscript is an old handwritten book or document, usually from hundreds of years ago. Yes, so not all libraries are the same. Some are small, some are very big. Some are modern with technology. Some are traditional.
Anna, can I ask you something? Do you prefer reading physical books or digital books on a screen?
Good question. I still love physical books, the paper, the smell, the feeling of turning pages, but I also use digital books, especially when I travel.
Yes, I agree. Physical books are special, but digital books are so convenient. You can carry hundreds of them in one device.
That's true. My tablet has maybe 50 ebooks. If I carried all of them as paper books, my bag would be too heavy.
Exactly. And sometimes digital books are cheaper.
Yes, or even free if they are classics.
Here we have important vocabulary. Physical book is a real paper book you can hold. Digital book, or e-book, is a book you read on a screen, tablet, phone, or computer. Convenient means easy, practical, useful. And remember the phrase, turning pages. It's something you do with a paper book, but not with an e-book.
Anna, do you listen to audiobooks?
Yes, I love them. I listen when I walk or take the bus.
Me too. It's like the book is talking to me.
Exactly. It feels like a friend telling a story.
But sometimes I get distracted. If I'm walking, I forget to pay attention.
That happens to me too. I have to rewind and listen again. Let's pause. Audiobook is a book you listen to instead of reading. The verb rewind means to go back and listen again. And audiobooks are great for language learners because you hear the correct pronunciation.
Anna, do you think libraries will disappear in the future because of technology?
I don't think so. Maybe libraries will change, but they will not disappear. People still love real books, and libraries are also community spaces.
That's true. Libraries are not only about books. They are about people, learning, and culture.
Yes, maybe in the future, libraries will have more digital tools, computers, tablets, even virtual reality. But the idea of sharing knowledge will always be there.
I agree. The form may change, but the purpose stays the same.
So here we hear the phrase, the form may change, but the purpose stays the same. That's a good phrase. It means the way something looks can change, but the main reason or goal remains. Yes, so the future library may look different, but it will still be a place for learning.
You know, Mark, when I was a child, I didn't like going to the library
Really? Why not?
because I thought it was boring, too quiet, too serious. But now I love it.
I see. For me, I always loved it. Maybe because my parents took me there and read stories to me.
That's nice. I think our experiences shape how we feel about libraries.
Yes, and now we see libraries as treasures.
Notice the phrase, our experiences shape how we feel. It means the things that happened in the past influence our emotions today. And
treasures here means something valuable, not just money, but knowledge and memories.
So today we discovered that libraries are different in every country, but they share the same purpose: learning and sharing knowledge.
Yes, and we compared physical books, ebooks, and audiobooks. Each has its own advantages.
And we imagined the future of libraries. Even with technology, they will still be important.
Exactly. The library is here to stay.
Well said, Anna and Mark. Dear listeners, in this part, we explored cultural and global aspects of libraries. We learned about self-checkout machines, manuscripts, physical books versus digital books, ebooks, audiobooks, and the idea of libraries in the future.
Yes, and it shows us that no matter where you are in the world, libraries are a bridge to knowledge.
Beautifully put. Welcome back, dear listeners. We are in the final part of episode 29. Anna and Mark have explored the library, borrowed books, and discussed reading in the modern world. Now they sit together and reflect more deeply on what libraries mean to them and what they can mean for all of us.
Anna, I'm so happy we came to the library today. I thought it would be a simple visit, just borrowing a book. But it turned out to be much more.
Yes, I feel the same. Visiting the library is not just about taking a book home. It's about the experience, the atmosphere, the quiet, the feeling of being surrounded by knowledge.
Exactly. And I learned so much today. For example, the difference between fiction and nonfiction. I knew the words before, but now I really understand them.
That's great. For me, the best part was remembering how many different sections a library has: children's books, study areas, computers, and more. It's like a small universe inside one building.
Yes, a universe of ideas.
Here, Anna said a universe of ideas. That's a beautiful phrase. It means the library is full of endless knowledge, like the universe is full of endless stars.
Yes, and it's also a metaphor, comparing one thing, library, to another thing, universe.
Anna, Mark, I think libraries are very important for society.
I agree. They give equal access to everyone. Even people who don't have money to buy books can come here and read for free.
That's true. In a way, libraries are places of equality.
Yes, and they also bring people together. Students, researchers, children, parents, everyone can find something here.
And libraries often host community events like book clubs or storytelling for children.
Exactly. So they are not only places for silence and study, but also places for connection and sharing.
Notice how Anna said places of equality. That means everyone is welcome, no matter who you are. This is an important idea for learners. Libraries don't belong to one group. They belong to everyone.
And community events are activities where people meet and share something together, like workshops, lectures, or reading clubs.
Anna, do you think reading changes a person?
Definitely. Reading opens the mind. It makes us see the world in new ways.
Yes, I feel that too. When I read stories from other cultures, I understand people better.
Exactly. Books build empathy.
Empathy? What does that mean?
Empathy means the ability to understand and share someone else's feelings. When you read a novel about someone's life, you imagine their struggles and joys. That grows empathy.
That's beautiful. So reading makes us not only smarter, but also kinder.
Yes, well said.
Key word here, empathy. It's deeper than sympathy. Sympathy means feeling sorry for someone. Empathy means you truly understand how they feel, almost like stepping into their shoes.
And Anna summarized it perfectly. Reading makes us smarter and kinder.
In today's world, people read so quickly. Social media posts, headlines, short texts.
Yes, but in the library, we can slow down. Reading a book is different from scrolling on a phone.
Exactly. When I read a book slowly, I enter a different world.
That's the magic of reading. It teaches patience.
Here, we have a useful phrase, scrolling on a phone. It means moving your finger on the screen to go through many short posts. Reading a book slowly is the opposite, deep focus and patience. Anna, before we go, let's review some of the new words we learned today.
Great idea. Okay, number 1, fiction, imaginary stories.
Number 2, nonfiction, real facts and information.
Number 3, biography, a book about someone's life.
Number 4, study area, a quiet place with tables for reading.
Number 5, circulation desk, where you borrow and return books.
Number 6, fine, money you pay if you return books late.
Number 7, genre, type or category of books, like romance or mystery.
Number 8, audiobook, a book you listen to.
Number 9, manuscript, an old handwritten document.
And number 10, empathy, understanding and sharing other people's feelings.
Perfect review.
Listeners, this recap is very important. Repeat these words aloud if you can. Saying them helps you remember them better.
Yes, repetition is key in language learning.
Well, Mark, we should go now. But I feel inspired.
Me too. Let's make it a habit to visit the library every week.
Great idea. And next time, maybe we can attend a book club here.
Yes, I'd love that. Okay, let's check the return date for our books and then head home.
Sounds good. And that brings us to the end of today's episode. We spent a long time with Anna and Mark in the library, and I hope you enjoyed the journey.
Yes, we learned practical English for visiting a library, asking questions, borrowing books, following rules, and talking about reading habits.
Exactly. And we explored bigger ideas. Why libraries are important, how books build empathy, and how reading is changing in the digital world.
Exactly. And remember, listeners, learning English is like building a library in your own mind. Every new word, every new phrase is a new book on your mental shelf.
That's a wonderful thought to finish with. So, until next time, keep reading, keep learning, and keep growing.
Goodbye, everyone.